for sure. They might be even playing finals of these qualifiers. Like, what's the best team? It's the OG and Tundra. They played
Yep.
finals. They are definitely on pair with them, if not stronger.
Okay, that makes sense. The OG has been looking really good, but we are not in Western Europe. We are in the MENA region. These guys were good enough to get a region of their own. As Crit does place a ward, he's pretty speedy. Gets
Wait.
spotted there.
I need to read the old chat. Amar says mute. Kaori says mute Kolo, and then Amar says I did already and report him 1,000 times in lobbies. Interesting. I friendly bad. How do you say Batner?
Banter.
Banter.
Benten, the guy with the watch that turns into aliens. Yeah, pretty good series. Watched it as a kid. Never got to finish it. Either way, though, Falcons versus Quest. We have a difference of opinion here to who's gonna win. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one unravels. And Quest, though, as you mentioned, if they play as fast as they did in the previous game and Noob just runs around killing everybody once more, of course it is gonna be a rough one. A really rough one for Falcons. They want to get the third rune, it seems.
They are on the vision, so Quest should be aware of everything. It's gonna be the casual 2-for-2 split.
Ooh, no fights. We
Wait.
came here for fights. He knows about the
deny. No.
Nope, he got it.
I mean, he hit it one time too many. Like you usually he hits it to make it 50 HP. You should hit it to make it 60 HP. So both you and enemy need 2 hits to kill it.
He probably thought he was the faster of the two, and that is true for the keeper, but Crit found the perfect moment when you're blocking creeps. So Razor versus the Coddle. How does this matchup go? Because we saw Noob crushing the Pango. Is it gonna be the same here with the Razor?
I have no idea, man. Like, no idea, but I see Marlene. I see him on a strong hero mid. I think he owned. That's how my thought process went. So, yeah, but we already talked about the call. He should be getting what he wants, at least, like, something in the lane and stacks in the jungle, so I reckon both will be sort of happy.
Though this time, they don't have that great of a vision to protect Noob, especially because he lost that one ward. And then look at the wards from Falcons. It's all around the mid lane. They're focusing on this mid lane Coddle. They don't want him to rotate, and they want to rotate towards him to possibly kill him. And when we look at it, Venge and the Bat, though, not the greatest to catch the keeper.
Maybe not later, but at the start with some slow of Razor, both of them can come close, like either for the Flameberg or the Sun on the bench. But I think, yeah, they also should. If we understand, like probably they understand too. They are trade professionals after all. This Coddle is gonna be all the playmaking Quest is gonna have for a while.
Just a little thing for our observer. The last hits denies, not looking good. Just switch it up so that we see the real. There it is. Thank you. Because I was looking at that one and like, what the hell is happening? Falcons, they have 5 heroes at the top of the CS chart. Not the case, Omar. There's the skeletons going for him. Yeah, that's so much damage. You were right. It really does hurt, though. The Acorn shot hurts as well. Staking dropping low, too.
We haven't really talked so much about the sidelines, but so far, mixed results on both lanes, but good to notice top. Very good lane control for Amar and Crit. So when they hit the level 3, they might try to go aggressive.
What we forgot to mention is the Wraith King has very low armor, and the Hoodwink gets Blightstone all the time, so that could be a problem for Skitter in that lane. You know, your skeletons are doing a lot of damage. That was very problematic for Amar. Crit does secure the healing. Lotus has the healing salve as well. Amar, on the other hand, he has no more regen.
Puts the banner down. He's not happy with all these hits from the Pagna. That's what I was talking about. And on top of the usual annoyingness, he gets the Luna aura, so it's like the double, and really like makes a difference.
It really does. Did he get the... Oh, he only got 1 ring of protection on the Centaur, so that's really gonna hurt. Sometimes we see 2, sometimes we see 1. In this lane, I feel like 2 might have been the better choice, but yeah, decides against it. Malik, he got stunned, going for snaking. This should be a kill, especially with the Scorched Earth gonna be lasting for a very long time. He wants to get into the tower for the extra region. Will never make it there, just a little bit too slow. And Malik secures himself a first blood.
Yeah, big kill for Malik. I mean, any offlaner getting first blood, we have seen it multiple times. Is just he turns into a real beast. Like he's just such a heavy gold boost.
So huge. He got the Ogre Frost Mage as a creep. You talked about it. You get this and the lane just goes well. We talked about the minus armor and the skeletons won't matter all that much when the skeletons are getting slowed down so much.
I mean, it is really annoying. Like for the Falcon side, like you were supposed to do so well in this lane as Avenge and Raking, but now this one... Oh, top lane is gonna be a TP from
top lane. And mid lane also, the TP is Kaori dropping low. Crit, 1 more hit. It is gonna be the Lucent Beam that gets the kill. And while we were talking about that one, Omar TP to the mid lane to save the Keeper from Malrine. Just goes to show how well this lane is going for the Razor. 29 CS, a little bit more on Noob, but of course some of those are from the jungle, meaning that the Razor, this time around, Malrine wins the mid lane. Did you see how much armor the Doom has? He has 14 armor. No, sorry, 13 armor under the tower, right? Nope, that's 13 armor under the tower. That's just so dumb. He had like 9 armor with the Wave of Terror connecting on him. That was pretty sad. As Malrine continues to the farmer in the mid lane, he is gonna be pretty free to do whatever he wants until the Coddle returns. Though even once he does come back, it's not really a hero that is gonna prevent you from getting everything that you want. And this bottom lane, Falcons, they just can't catch a break. Malik? I was thinking about diving. Noob is gonna be found. At least he gets the bounty rune, slows down crit, and a couple of more hits. Actually, the heal from the Illuminate is gonna be keeping Noob alive, and that Solarbind making sure that the Batrider cannot pursue. So Noob does survive and actually goes towards Amar. What a rotation. Amar definitely wasn't expecting this one. They just need to wait with the Lucent Beam. Now can go for it, knowing that Amar is not gonna be able to survive another Illuminate coming from Noob. No TP out, no surviving for him. And rotations from Noob already started. Well, Omar gonna get his damage drained and life on top of it as well. So Malrine, he gets himself a kill, and hoping for some stacks, won't be finding anything. Noob continues to farm Milan. Milan, we don't hear you. Okay, he is fixing his microphone right now. I thought we lost Milan, but we just lost his voice. He's with us. He is here in our hearts. Not giving us any input just yet, but hopefully that does change in the future. As well, Crit will be TPing to secure the Wisdom Rune. The 2 supports are rotating. He has the Flame Break, so should be able to secure this one. Kaori gives up. Very nicely done. And Snaking steals it. Nicely done by Falcons. They get both. We're still missing on...
Am I back?
Oh, you are back, my friend. Just
Sorry
like
for
Alliance.
that. What did I miss? Alliance is back.
You missed nothing. You missed nothing. Falcons getting 2 Wisdom Runes, though. That is a big deal.
Ooh, 2 Wisdoms. That's quite game-changing. Marlene making a move onto Malik. No level 6 still.
Bye-bye, Malik. is gonna try to run away. Doesn't even have the Scorcher, so no extra movement speed. Malrine just makes short work of him. 3.8k net worth, so huge, but the other offlaner also in trouble. He has already died a couple of times. What's with the damage? It's just insane how much he's doing, but Malrine comes over, shows his face, and the 4 cowards run away from him, though. If they didn't, that would probably be at least Noob going down. So Malrine saving his buddy this time around. There is going to be another solar bind, gets himself behind the trees. Malrine in a very aggressive position, but this tower, it's not looking like he's going to survive. Bye-bye.
They bring up 4 heroes to kill Amar. Marlene saves him, but they're like, okay, we're just gonna get a tower, so they'll be happy with that no matter what.
Pretty solid, pretty solid. Noob. He's
Noob.
He's trying now to get a kill for the urns. That's a good rotation. Ooh. Can you feel the tension?
A bit. I mean, it's every time like Marlene plays Rezo, we saw it at 6 minutes. Both supports come in, try to pressure at minute 8. Like it's kind of a sort of a scripted play for them. Just go with Marlene, and he will show you the way.
Yeah, he will. So Amar is gonna go for a blade mail after the veil. Usually we see a blink dagger. I don't know how you feel about this, but they don't really have any initiation without that blink. I would really like to see it.
Ooh, Doom. He has the point saved.
Yeah, so he can skill it up. So we'll be coming back. The king will not give up his throne that easily, but he's gonna turn around and Malik will pay for his sins trying to kill the king. The king survives. Of course, 3 minutes without the ulti. That does give you an opening, but it is still a very, very nice response from Falcons.
And they're gonna probably try to turn on this tower. With so many Skelly boys and both supports around. They're gonna try. Nobody's gonna TP in. Is there an obs on Snake King?
Oh, coming over. That is a very dead Omar. And the squirrel, when she gets found, just dies so quickly. One of the squishiest supports.
I mean, we're seeing the double wisdom action, you know. The squirrel is level 4, but nope.
What's with the damage that Illuminate takes away? Like 60% of his HP. Swap onto Noob, getting him in as well. And there will be a plasma field. Noob is trying to run himself away from Malrine, who's doing insane amounts of damage. Blinding light will make sure that he runs away. That blood grenade not gonna be enough, especially with the tower regen kicking in. Malrine also dropping low, not low enough to die. This time around, it is Falcons that are running circles around Quest.
It looked so good for a moment, but with the Stampede, like they just kite beautifully. Stampede plus stun, but I was trying to say is this double wisdom really hurts the support. Like this Footway last game that was making plays left, right, and center, now is level 4 and level 11, and really has limited options, you know. Like if he was level 6, he could do so much more. But with losing double wisdom, it really puts like a lot of pressure on all other cores to do things, and Doom will pay the price.
And the reason they lost double wisdom is because they were greedy. They wanted both of them. So Kaori, he was running towards the top one, and Omar was coming as well. They weren't even paying attention to what was happening on bottom, though now we should be paying attention to what was happening on bottom, because Noob is definitely gonna get his damage and his soul drained from his body. Malrine is unstoppable. 11 minutes in, you were right. His Razor is scary.
Yeah, I mean, he's not playing Razor to just farm, like although this hero creeps very fast. He's just being also very active. Like every time he plays Razor, he's always kind of closing on top of the network, or the top of the network, like in this game.
And I'm loving the Manta versus the Decrep Solar Bind. It just looks like a perfect guy. Even the Infernal Blade from the Doom can be problematic. So Manta 100% the best item he could go for.
Yeah, it's this standard build, but he's gonna get caught. But look what? His body Amor. He said like, oh, you saved me before, now I save you. Hand for hand.
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Skitter gets himself out, his ulti is back, so it is not that easy to kill him. Quest are trying to find the pace at which they were playing the previous game. For that, the star needs to fall. They're gonna be able to do it. Pugna, one of the better heroes to do so. Nether Blast takes it down, but look at Crit just being cheeky. Doesn't have a TP though, so he might have just forfeited his life. There's the bushwhack, the sharpshooter as well. Crit, well, get taken out. Actually, no, still alive there with the blinding light, but he is stuck in between the trees with Quest coming over with their carry as well. TA2000 gets a nice kill for himself.
Nice TP stop. They wanna try to play at the same speed they did last game. They know Stampede's on cooldown, but Venge is close. At least they can force the Venge swap and then kill her if they can get around. It's a bit sketchy during the daytime. Oh. They picked out the Venge. They must have seen it. They're pinning out the ward too.
Yeah,
they have a sentry.
I know. They were just taken back for a second, maybe thinking they're gonna get Doe, but no such plans are being made by Falcons. Amar gonna slow down Doom. Gonna be used. He got the blade mail off. The swap is there. The shield will allow him to run away. No more slows. The crap will slow him down, however, and the life drain just not enough to finish him off. It seems like he will be surviving the first Doom, and snaking with the TP out will be fine. So they did force out that swap, as you mentioned, but they didn't bring down anybody.
Big commitment by Falcons. I mean, by Quest, sorry, and they.
Oof.
So close.
There it is. That was so close. The A2000 tries to get the kill, but he's gonna get eliminated by Skitter before that happens. You will not steal the Wisdom Rune, not this time, not last time. Corey running away, poor guy. He's looking very dead. And there's the stun, and he'll try for the life drain. They're both draining each other, of course. Malrine, once he gets the chance to do the damage, it's gonna be overwhelming.
Nice plays by Falcons, like just fighting away this speed on the Quest. Like this time around, like yeah, Quest is still like kind of in the right places, going from bottom to top constantly, but snaking is reading it, being there on time, and saving his body. And they just try to make more plays on their own. Like Amar also playing very fast, 1 HP, TP's bottom instead of base, and they kill the Lunar.
9-5 in terms of kills. Falcons, they're not playing as fast as Quest in the previous game, but it's just because their lineup doesn't do so. They have always been ready for any Quest move. Seems like they've gotten used to it in the previous game. Malik could be on the menu with the flame break, getting in close. They have the lasso. They're gonna have the follow-up magic missile, and Malik never leaves the stun. It is gonna be an easy grab. Another one for Malrine.
Speed is ready. I don't think without Doom they can threaten the Amar. Like
no.
Or for that matter, any guy without Doom, like he's just gonna get stampeded away. There's only Amar to hold him in place. Oh.
Nether Blast, Amar just running forward. The Bushwhack will connect, doing some solid damage there, especially with the Acorn Shot and Snaking being close. They do get rid of the Watcher and the Nether Ward, and Tier 1 tower in the mid lane still standing tall. Crit continuing with his little cheeky plays, the Solar Bind. He's gonna get caught by the Sharpshooter, but dodges the Illuminate. Noob, pretty speedy. Plasma Field does slow him down enough. Blinding Light pushes Malrine away. There will be a Stampede running forward. Magic Missile onto Omar, but Falcons will stop. Using the Stampede there now does give an opening to Quest.
Yeah, it's a little bit too hasty on the Stampede, and now I feel like Quest will be feeling very good, like to make any play they want in the next 80 seconds. They still need to not overextend, but now many other opportunities arise.
Cool play from Snaking, using the Quelling Blade to cut the tree there, just planted by Omar. That Bushwhack maybe would have cost him his life, but quick on his fingers. This is a TI winning captain, so these are the plays that we expect.
Yes, I mean, he's been rocking the Quelling Blade from the very start, really respecting Omar and his Bushwhacks.
knowing who he's playing against. In the previous game, those bushwhacks really did hurt them. Omar, once again, will be buying a shard, so Boomerang will be ready. Even more magical damage will be done. Crit, caught, and the tree is not gonna get cut down this time around. Corey does a little bit too much in terms of damage. Of course, the cores are gonna be there to assist their supports, and the push on the tier 2, it is starting. TA 2000 has a Manta. This Luna is also very scary.
I mean, he is top of the network at the moment. Like, they made some stacks for him in the triangle, and he also is. I mean, we saw him last game. T2000 is known for like farming capabilities. Definitely up there with one of the best carries in the world in terms of like staying on top of the network. And look at the program, man. This is so annoying if you play guys. He's just blasting the tower from the fog.
Falcons, they're not pushing their lead too much. What are they waiting for? What's the idea now behind this lineup? Where do they need to go? What do they need to do? Or is it the later portions of the games that you're actually counting on?
I mean, they did have like 5k lead 2 minutes ago, and now it's only 3k. They're just waiting for their timing, like their power spikes, right? The BKB on the Razor, the Radiance on the Breaking, and maybe Blink on the Bat Rider too, and then they'll try to strike. Just there's no need to force it so hard while they're all farming and they're so close to these items.
Loving what they're doing. Malik, he should know that something is up as nobody's showing. Their swap comes out. He had just enough range on snaking. Follow-up hoof stomp. That's gonna be Malik. That actually forced him to the high ground. He's fine. Had the healing Lotus as well. Does save his life. Kaori, he used up all of his mana. There's gonna have to be a lasso for you to stop him. How much damage to the tower did he do? That's more than a third of your tower gone.
It's cute, but I don't think they'll care so much and Pagna will only be dead for 30 seconds. Unfortunately, he did use TP that forced the lasso, so he'll have to run out of base. I think, as I said, Falcons are approaching this timing daytime plus these 2-3 items that they're gonna really start bringing up the heat towards the quest.
Do you walk in Roche when the daytime comes? I kind of feel like that could be a good move.
Yes, I mean they have the crest on the bench. They have a lot of Skelly boys on the rake, and their rush is not too slow. So either they'll take it or they'll force a fight there. That's an okay play. I don't think it's like the best play.
The best play could be to kill the Luna. Malrine shows himself in the mid lane, so this should be a red flag for Quest. The Razor's bottle is empty, so they're gonna know it's not an it's not an Invis rune. Rest of Falcons.
Can't stop. They get the BKB, they get the Radiance. I think it's time to strike. I don't think it's time to strike the Roshan. It's time to strike wherever the PSG quest is. But they also are feeling that it's like the game is gonna break any moment.
Going for a TP out. Nice push towards the bushwhack. Without that, he maybe gets himself out, but Omar makes it just in time.
30 seconds down plus like 20, 25 that it takes to run out of base because he has no TP. It will be enough for PSG quest to go for the rush with the Luna. They will have more than enough damage.
Look at their 3 wards there.
Oh, this will be close. I mean, Roche is not dying as fast as I would anticipate, so they'll try to get it there in time. They should not be in time on Falcons to contest the Roche, but they will be in time to take a fight.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do. You have the outpost crit, however, doesn't have a TP, so he cannot join his team. Hiding in the trees there. Right Noob has a 4-step TP out immediately, trying to get himself away. Hoof Stomp will prevent it, so he's dead. The rest of his team probably will just mass TP out, and Power Rangers will get themselves away towards the base. So Quest, they lose their mid lane hero, gain the Aegis. I'd say that's a win.
I mean, it's a so-so. At least they were all on the same page. Noob just a bit out of position. They kind of knew when they were finishing rush they don't want to take a fight because they used too much on the rush. Will they go for GTT? Stay tuned.
Of course they will. It is gonna be the Wisdom Rune and the Tormentor, the Grand Theft Tormentor will be made here. The classic standard play snaking, dropping a bit low, not low enough to die and crit, gets himself a shard. So the worst possible shard. It just gives him more. It just gives him more gold so that he's worth more to the enemy team.
It's really like this shard between him and Venge is annoying. The Venge doesn't get it. Oh. Snake catches a Kaori. He has a swap.
Caught who with the swap? Kaori. Is he gonna turn around with a Nether Blast? Gonna try to suck the life out of Snaking, but he has that shield from the swap, which will be keeping him alive. Skitter comes over with the he'll noob. What the hell is he doing? Where did he come from? Comes over to finish off Snaking. He came as the bringer of death. Oh, snipe Omar through all of them. That's beautiful. The DA2000, however, gonna be losing a lot of his damage. He
Stampede
has the Aegis, so maybe he can go and die. They're gonna have a Stampede, but he doesn't have the mana at the moment for it. Noob has been found. Nicely done by Skitter. His movements in these fights have been amazing, and with the Blink Dagger, he finds the probably the most important hero for Quest when it comes to team fighting at the moment.
A bit of a random fight for the PSG Quest, like just getting caught one by one, trying to help each other. I think it works more for the Falcons, like these random fights. Quest really wants like a clean engagement with using their big abilities like the Doom and the Luna ulti cleanly. So they will smoke and try to do exactly that. No Aegis on this Razor, so if he gets Doom, he should be dead.
There is a Stampede though, so that's always something to think about. There's a Stampede, there's a swap.
Plus the swap.
They're together. Omar might find a good angle. Skitter is not a target. That's a bad one. It's too deep. They're just gonna give up for now.
Either senses triggering on the Falcons lineup, they will expect the smoke. And during the smoke, they got their lead up from 5 to 7k. So not only dodging the gang, but building the advantage. DA2000.
Gonna be coming forward.
Nice
Where's he doing? The Stampede will get used, and with the lasso, he's just that. The DA2000 has to run away. He has that shard, so he's not gonna be taking that much damage. Snaking, swap on Malrine, and oh, that's some insane damage from Skitter. Just annihilates Omar as they're looking towards the 1000 as well. He will stop the blink of Omar and turns around and uses the Eclipse for now. They're just gonna be running circles around the DA2000. The stun, nice dodge with the Manta. The buybacks are coming through. Omar wants to come back into the game. Malrine has the BKB, draining the damage from Noob, trying to survive, trying to do as much as he possibly can. And Noob, he's the one that needs to find a way to survive through Malrine. The difference between the strength of the mid laners right now, it's not even comparable. And look at that, without the Manta, DA2000 gets the force staff onto the high ground. It doesn't mean that you're gonna live. Your base is ours now. Malrine gets a triple kill. He is beyond godlike. He is playing insanely well in this game too, and just trying to bring his team to the grand finals.
I mean, Marlene, after the Doom dies, he just understands fully. No Doom, no fear. I can do whatever I want, and what he wants is to kill all of the PSG Quest heroes, and that's what he does. Gets even the tip at the end from the Moon, just like a full respect play. Like, bro, you're owning 12-0-3. He's the TA2000 of this game.
Definitely is. Oh, that is insane. How well Falcons are playing. In the previous game, it was Noob. In this game, it is Malrine. The mid laners carrying their teams one for each game. Does look like Falcons are going to be able to equalize this, but it is still not over. So what's the play from Quest? How do you approach it from now? You can't get Roche. Your Luna is decently farmed, but is it enough to win this game?
Stay with me for a moment. Omar is gonna not get caught. No Blink Dagger, interestingly. He decides to get the Lotus Orb on the Batrider. Like, understanding how much initiation he has between his position 1 breaking and position 3 Centaur, that he can just go and get the Lotus Orb and counter. The one way they can win the fight on PSG Quest, they need to start off with like a Bushwhack on a key target and dome him, and hope they can burst him through the swap and the Centaur Stampede. I mean, it's a lot to ask, but might be the only way.
You don't have much to work with. Finally, Luna will be thinking of that Kanda to be able to do damage from afar. Of course, once you get to level 20, you are gonna be you're gonna be doing even more damage. Noob makes his presence known. He is going for a Hex. We're seeing a completely different build this time around from Noob. The Hex will definitely help, as it might allow you to, without much commitment, force out a Stampede, force out a swap, and then go for another initiation a couple of seconds later.
Piggies are gonna be running fast nonetheless. So it's a step in the right direction, but will it solve their issues? Probably not.
Piggies. We are past Christmas, so the time of year when piggies need to be running fast is out. The slow ones are already eaten. And the gold lead still staying at 12, 13, 14k, not moving much from their quest. They still have a Luna, one of the faster farmers, but for now, Falcons, they're not looking for farm. They're looking to claim the map, the last outer tower out of the way. So quest, finding fights outside of their base is gonna be rough. They might be thinking about trading here, considering that there's no glyph on Falcons. This might actually be a good play from Quest.
It might be the only play, but Luna is not in position to trade, so at best they get the tower.
Yeah, Kaori doing that. He started this tower, he chipped on it earlier, now he's gonna be finishing it off. Amar, TPing back, he wants to find that bug that they've had enough of Kaori, and the Stampede will get used. Just turns around, tries for another Nether Blast, doesn't even use it on the Raxes, and that's still a solid play from Quest, because they do defend their own base.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna buy 1 more minute. Since they show 4 more heroes at the bottom lane after they kill him, it's gonna buy like 45 seconds to 1 minute of farming for all 3 cores on the PSG quest, really. So they can finish the BKB on the Doom, maybe Hex on the Noob. He has already Hexed.
They're gonna have level 20 on the Luna, so I guess that's pretty nice, right? That can help you hold the high ground if you're just spamming the Lucent Beam.
Definitely helps, and it's their best bet to fight on high ground, but considering how disciplined Falcons are usually, I don't think they will give it to them. They're already kind of playing for Rosh, which will be up in 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the bottom side, so it will be the banner Rosh. And after that, they will try to like choke them in the base and maybe look first for kills, then for maybe siege.
Lincoln's on the Razor, and still a very high BKB. 8 seconds is there on Malrine. He pops the BKB, he goes forward, and there's not much that Quest are gonna be able to do, especially when you count in the swap and the Stampede that he always has to rely on. I mean, those 2 spells are the main reason why Malrine was able to play as aggressively as he had without losing his life a single time. 12-0-3 on this Razor. He is he's still untouched.
Yeah, he's playing extremely well. And next item, he's gonna be going for Refresher. With the Lincolns, he'll have mana to support it. And he will have, like, he has 3 items to refresh. And
actually, he changed his mind to Blink Dagger.
I like that too. Like, just like, who is the most annoying hero on the PSG quest? It's probably this Pagna. So just being able to go on the backlines and kill him first will be really helpful.
I'm thinking he just blinks in, starts draining the Luna, and then reveals the positioning of the enemies to his teammates, as you have another 2 Blink Daggers on the Centaur and the Wraith King. So you take out the Luna's damage, you know that you're not gonna die, and then your teammates can do whatever they want. That's how I'm feeling he should use this blink. I'm not sure.
Yes, with the Lincoln might be able to like dodge the Hurricane Pike, but Luna will look instant to like cancel it and then pike away. So he'll force out either a BKB or Link will be like semi-wasted. So it will be interesting how he approaches. Right now, still just chilling for this rush, and guess what? PSG quest, they're not give up without fight.
Yeah, the buybacks are going to be very important, so we're going to be looking at those in this fight. Of course, PSG Quest, they can't really rejoin the fight, while Falcons definitely can. I don't know if you saw Luna's quick buy. He wants Kanda and the Rapier.
The Rapier. I mean, it says a bit about the state of the game. Like that he is thinking about Rapier this early.
What else is he to do? With the range from the Lucy being your level 20 talent and Kanda, it's the most damage that you can do. And actually, you don't really have to put yourself in harm's way. So I like it. If you can get to it, that's gonna be big. But Ocean's gone. And it's just gonna be taken down.
Way too disciplined on the side of Falcons, and they're just gonna get a free rush, but it's not so free. Like they're gonna lose the. They're gonna kill the Tormentor and Quest, and the lead is gonna be cut to the non-K. So still playable. Gaben only gives, like I saw like 5 minutes ago, it gave only 8%. So maybe TA2000 is right to think of the Rapier. You know, when you have only 8% chance to win a game. Probably need some sort of miracle to do it.
No, he's Enigma Galaxy.
He's Enigma.
The lower bracket, yeah. Anyways, there is a shard now on the Coddle, so maybe with this Hex and the shard, you can recall the Luna and they can catch somebody on another part of the map. I would like to see that. Hex, force that forward. The Lotus Orb immediately there to protect him. Malorine will be fine.
I mean, there's just two supports on the Falcon side. There's just so much defensive power between two of them. Like Crest plus Swap on the Venge. Crit has the Lotus Orb, maybe even a 4-star, I'm not sure. Like they just can play with this old initiations the Quest has. And I think soon enough, after they maybe finish 1 or 2 items, they will look to like Siege plus Jump with the Bat or Centaur. I think that's the next play for the Team Falcons.
There's an Orchid on the Raid King. He's going for a Bloodthorn, so that's gonna be so much damage that he's gonna be doing onto a target once he jumps it. It's not just gonna be the Mortal Strike every 4 seconds. You're gonna be hurting people, and when you factor in the skeletons, I think you and me talked about the Brood Mother with the Bloodthorn. Raid King is not as strong, but pretty close.
I mean, it's like a super strong item. So if it's not dispelled, like it makes people vanish.
Literally vanish, get executed super fast, and we know that Raid King is very good at that. The one who lets out the sentence should be the one swinging the sword, and the Raid King, he lives by that every single time. Nice Keeper, he's gonna be cutting the next wave. Really nice play here coming out from Noob. Was he spotted on Vision?
I think he might have been. That's a Radiant Elves behind him.
He's not even focusing on the wave. It's gonna be Kaori that deals with it.
They're gonna smoke up, but I mean, I think they're just gonna go for the play. I suggest that they're just gonna push with the jumpers behind, and whoever shows up his face, I think Batrider might just go for him.
But the backdoor protection will be coming up in a couple of seconds, so let's see if they can
They're like
protect
10
their
seconds.
tier 3. Yep, they have time.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
so much damage. The Bushwhack. Malik jumps in a little bit too late, but they get rid of one of the lives. Swap actually breaks that one. They don't have the Venge to save themselves, but it doesn't matter. Snaking will be doing it for them. A little bit too deep. Malik gets a double, and they've gotten rid of the Aegis Malrine. He has such a huge streak. Give us 2,000 gold. TA2000 gets the kill, and if we're talking about Rapier, he's gonna be very, very close to it now.
Wow. Oh, I mean, they're gonna keep chasing, but what a spell usage by Omar. They're gonna get another Bushwhack. Omar, what a player.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Amar, and he's trying to survive. Not gonna be happening. Here comes Malik. The
Gam, they want the Gam save.
can get it. Oh, it's so far away. They tried to get it. They're just gonna be feeding a couple of couriers because of it. Nice attempted play. Not good enough.
This is what? This is like 8k goal swing from this fight. It was 9k. It was 11k on the start. Now it's closing on a 2k lead. Holy moly, I didn't expect this.
Luna changes her mind immediately, gonna be going for a Satanic. TA2000, he understands that Rapier is no longer needed in this game. Skitter jumps forward, he doesn't have his ulti. At the moment, he will destroy the Doom as they push him back with the Flame Break. Omar, with the ulti there, just wants to push himself a little bit back, trying to run away. The buyback from Malrine, that is huge. And you want to get yourself out, will be able to do so. Nice disengage from Quest. That is Malrine. He really didn't want to be dead in this game, so he needed to buy back.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna hurt them a lot. Yes, they get the Doom, it's a core, it's a big kill, but now for the next 8 minutes, like arguably Quest has like a condition to win this game. Like they need to Doom, bushwhack the guy, and just burst him down. Yes, there will be these saves, but in the long run, I think they still kill him. Oh.
Flame break. Ooh, he's fine. Nullifier is there. Hex just in time. And so many Lotus Orbs. Skitter a little bit too deep. Sharpshooter will not connect, but he's still fine. They don't really need the Stampede there. This does give another opening to Quest.
Butterfly finished, or supposed to be finished on the Luna.
He didn't have either of the two items between the Satanic and the Butterfly.
I was like, didn't he go Satanic? What was this Butterfly? When did he change his mind? He actually got both in like 2 minutes span. It's insane.
This is just dumb right now. And there's gonna be a tier 4 item, so doesn't want to stay with the glass cannon there. We'll see what the neutral item for the Luna will be. That Nemesis Curse really did do wonders for him, and he changes his mind, right? He gets the Ancient Guardian, but when he's out on the map, Nemesis Curse is still gonna be his go-to item.
It's super efficiency coming out from TA2000. Gonna switch out even the neutral items. This is why we call them trained professionals. They pay attention to every single detail.
Also, no, Falcons, they didn't pay attention to every single detail when they swapped the Doom that got Lasso. That's just that little miscommunication between them made such a huge difference. And it all started with Omar and his amazing bushwhack, right? Falcons panicked. You cannot allow yourself to panic in games like this.
I mean, even Doom, Malik Doom was surprised by how good it was. I mean, and then another bushwhack on the respawn on the Razor was even more impressive. Like, didn't even allow for him to get BK. But I don't know if it's even possible. Marlene must have messed up a bit, but anyhow, still like insane mechanics from Omar.
I think you can't BKB because you know that time when Bushwhack pulls you, during that time that it's pulling you towards the tree, you cannot react. So maybe if you get that perfect moment that he's being pulled towards the tree, then you cannot BKB it. I'm gonna have to try it in lobby, but it just feels like you shouldn't be able to do it.
I still, yeah, but to continue on the game, I still think Falcons have a clearer way of winning this game or winning the fights. Matter, like they just need to lasso the proper target and not swap him too, and they'll be able to burst with the Bloodthorn.
Very true, very true. I do like their lineup. I like their lineup ever since the start. You still have a Razor versus a Luna, so despite this Butterfly and the Satanic, you can still drain the damage away, right? TA2000 can be made useless inside of the fight, or at least not as useful as he would like to be.
I mean, they can drain the damage, but he needs to be lassoed while doing it too, because if you don't disable this Luna, she will fight you back, and she will hit hard.
Look at that. 400 damage per hit on a Luna. Not something that you see often. He's very, very farmed. But the thing is that Skitter is keeping up, right? This Raid King, he has just as many items. Bloodthorn, Nullifier, it is no longer a Doom as it used to be, but pretty close to that one considering how much damage he's going to be doing.
Roshan in 30 seconds. Gonna be bottom, so it means refresher. Both teams know it, and PSG Quest is gonna make a very unexpected smoke, I'll say. It's super long angle. This is what the best teams do. They make the plays that you don't think of. Will it work? Stay tuned with the Hairy Freak.
Yeah, we also need to see the buybacks. This is very important for Falcons. They do have a buyback and the outpost to TP2. Falcons, well, Quest don't have that. There's the jump in from the Doom. Nice swap out. Melrine will be fine. TA2000 protected by the Lotus Orb. Is trying to fight versus the Wraith King. Not really going to be winning. Actually, Amar trying to run away. Does have the Stampede. You've already lost your Doom. And his ulti, it wasn't used all that well. But TA2000 comes over with a Satanic, healing himself up. He's not taking any more damage. Now Skinner has to run away. He understands that his teammates are in so much trouble. They don't have Melrine for 100 seconds. You've lost one of your big heroes. Skinner has been hexed up, and he's gonna be a piggy for a little while. Only Bushwhack there already, so much to keep him in place. And TA2000 finishes him off with the Lucent Beam. Staking will attempt to TP out. Not gonna be allowed. Lucent Beams flying left and right. And TA2000 with a triple kill just walks into the Roche Pit. He is ready for his Aegis.
I told you, man, you're not focusing this guy down. He's not alone. He has a partner to help him. He has, most importantly, he has a Lotus Orb. So you cannot lasso him, you cannot bench stun him, because he's gonna Manta dodge it. He's gonna do everything right. And the moment Razor comes close, pops the shard, pops the Manta, pikes himself in. Come and fight me, please.
Yeah, let's see. You want me? You got me. You don't even want to lasso. He's going to be leaving the banner inside of it. Okay, don't forget the most important item in Dota. And now he's maybe going to be giving it to Omar.
Moment of silence. How is Omar going to use banner? 3 seconds.
Just put it down.
2 seconds. 1 second. Put it below yourself. He's probably asking TA2000 how to use it, because he's the best.
TA2000, he is playing this game out of his mind. 25 seconds until Melrine is back in it. He was 12-0 on this Razor, now 12-2. And when a Luna enters your base and you don't have a tower, you know that your Raxes are just done for.
Omar still rocking the banner, and they're gonna smoke behind. This is a classic the Hawk play. Just smoke the jumpers behind the guy that pushes, so the enemies has to always be questioning themselves. They are the little boys. We see the big guy, we see the boss, but where is the Hoodwink, where is the Pagna? They can only guess.
For people that don't know, the Hawk is the coach of Quest. Has been so ever since TI, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
So he is there influencing them from the shadows. But Quest, they are looking really, really good. Looking to take the series with the 2-0 and with 2 Raxes down. Falcons, they must feel incredibly bad because this game was in their hands. They had it. Everything was working out, and just one mistake and it's over.
If you look at the win percentage, at some point it was 95%. So like Gamer was heavily favoring them, but he didn't know that the PSG Quest has TA2000, who, by the way, has 7.6k gold. Will he go high ground with the 8k net worth in the bank? Looks like he will.
Lotus are protecting him. They're doing a lot of damage. They just delete him. What the hell? There used to be Luna there, but in 5 seconds he'll be back, and Doom dooms himself into the Lotus Orb. Doesn't even doom Melrine, who had the Lincoln Sphere. Now he's going to be popped, trying to get away with the Hurricane Pike. TA2000 protecting himself with the Shard. You've lost the Aegis, you've lost your Doom, and the Lasso will make sure that you lose
I'm
your
to
position
retreat.
4 as well. Run. Oh, TA2000 has been found. He has a Hurricane Pike yet again, being protected by the Lotus. Nice dodge, but it doesn't matter. He has been surrounded, trying to heal himself up with the Satanic. He needs to hit. He needs to hit now, but no, Kaori, he used the Decrepify on him, and he couldn't do it. Gets to the high ground, tries to get away. Nullify, a couple more hits. They're going to be able to connect on him. Butterfly, not going to help you there, and it's time to run them down. Quest, they do have buybacks on 2 of their cores, but they're losing so many heroes. Falcons, they smelled blood, and they drew quite a lot of it from Quest.
TA2000 doing everything he can to survive at the moment, but too much damage on Falcons. Yeah, on the open fight you can dodge all the spells, but if you run up the high ground and not see a single hero, they show they have what it takes to burst you in a millisecond. That Aegis was gone in a blink of an eye, and after that, everything changes.
Also that decrep on the Luna. He just popped the Satanic and then he got decrept by the Pagna. It was this time around, the communication between Quest heroes is not gonna be on point. I don't know if they kill him if he starts healing up.
It was very close. I mean, it might be he might have died to one more hit before the Decrepify, so you'll need to see that in the replay. But right now, 30 seconds on the Luna, it seems like with the one more glyph, they'll try to delay for the Luna buyback. They don't want to buy it. They will press a glyph on this tower and maybe even give up this Rax. I think that's a smart decision. Like, Raxes don't win the game. Buybacks do.
Buybacks win the game. This is going to be equalizing the Rax count at the moment. Skitter is level 25, Malrine very close to his, so very soon he's not only going to be taking your damage, he's going to be taking your attack speed as well. Falcons, just like that, they are back to the pre-bottom fight lead of 9k gold. Of course, at this point, it is not as valuable, but it is pretty big.
They are back into the driving seat and back to 86% win rate. Win probability, sorry. But I'm just curious what this Luna needs to spend the gold. The T8, he bought a BKB?
Yeah.
That will help him. No, I'm thinking like maybe he should have gone for something bigger, but it makes sense, like, because like there's like just so many little things like breaking stun, snaking stun, you know, all the kings that can stun him that are just annoying, and he only has one Manta, so I'm pretty happy with the BKB.
The Raking has an Aghanim Scepter, so Quest, even if they start winning the fight and killing heroes, there's gonna be those 7 seconds at which Falcons heroes are gonna be doing so much. So fights from now on from Quest are gonna be 10 times harder. Doom doesn't have anything to break the Lincolns.
I mean, he's going for the Aghanims, but he's not gonna have it before this fight. I mean, at the late game, we always say, like, whoever gets the jump first, it's the most important thing. And right now, they're smoked on the side of, on the PSG quest. And they do have a Lunar Blessing, which might allow them to get the initiation during the nighttime or the CMR.
And there it is. The Doom will connect. No Stampede for you. He does use the Blade Mail. Lotus Orb is protecting him for the time being, but he will be left all on his own. Does have a buyback.
Nice pickoff, and only because of the Luna Night Vision, but they're not gonna stop. They don't wanna let Snaking run away for free. He has the Aghanims, but they're gonna keep poking.
They had a ward there, now he's gonna get dewarded. It remained there ever since they were pushing the top lane, but finally Falcons are gonna be dealing with it. It almost gave even more to the Quest, just not enough. Of course you're gonna be scared of a potential buyback and a rundown, so they take it easy for now.
Link refresher ready on Marlene, so he's also gonna be making a lot of chaos in this fight, but most important thing is just stun the people close to TA 2000 and he will devour them. But he will need help.
The Doom has an Aghanim Scepter and the Refresher Shard. So this is huge, right? The Doom is a huge deal in these fights. And when you have two of them, that really can make a difference here, Milan.
Yeah, but one of them is in the backpack, so either he gets a blessing or it's gonna be a bit tricky to use both. Rush in 33 seconds, it's gonna be bottom side for sure.
Yep. Always the Radiant Roche. Again, it is gonna be the Shard and the Banner. No Aghanim Scepters just yet. Razor, Static Link steals attack speed. Even has that interval of the Eye of the Storm, so with the refresher is going to be doing so much. Wraith King has a refresher as well. Good luck killing this guy. Wraith King is not going to be giving up his throne anytime soon.
Already gets shard and they're gonna TP out his... They know they might have lost some HP and try for them, but they also know the Rosh is coming up very quickly. Do they have a smoke?
I don't know if you noticed, they've just been tossing around the refresher between TA 2000 and Malik. Like, I don't want it. I can't use it. I have too many items. No, you have too many items. But if the Luna gets a double BKB out in the fight, that's going to be 17 seconds that he has the debuff immunity, because it is a fresh BKB still.
I think right now it's better on Luna because he can switch into instead of Archers, but by the way, this will be the free rush. Like, he just no smoke to buy on the dire side besides the
ninja gear on Doom.
The ninja gear. Thank you. You're so lovely. You help me every time. When I stop, we finish each other's sandwiches. So besides the ninja gear, like if there's no smoke, like how do they get to rush? Like some random observer spots them, and it's gonna be a perfect initiation for the Falcons. Aegis on Marlene. No, he can be free to go in YOLO.
See, Quest. They are going to be TPing back. They are in the enemy triangle. You don't want to stay there. They did leave a ward. This is getting dewarded. As soon as the Luna shows herself, or even just the illusions on bottom, they're just going to walk into the triangle.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna fix their lanes after the rush and methodically try to play them up. I mean, it's very interesting how the both teams are kind of moving like a unit. Like, it's 52 minutes in, and like, there's no more, like, solo plays. And both teams, like, the later the game goes, the more, like, team dynamics start showing. Like, how much do they play with each other, how good they are as a team. And, like, both teams just, like a one unit.
Let's see the buybacks at this point in the game. Buybacks are everything, and there should be quite a lot of them available on the side of Quest. The supports are missing it. And on the side of Falcons, we're seeing that Skitter is being very confident that he is not going to die. Having the refresher, he pretty much has 3 lives.
Falcons are gonna try the play that actually made them throw this game at the first place, but now I think they'll do it smarter.
See how smart they will be. TA2000 still level 25. Yeah, there's the rapier in the quick buy yet again. We have gone to that point. He's not bringing in the ancient guardian. He's just staying here with the glass cannon. Do you think glass cannon does more damage?
I don't think so. He just, like, in his head there are sirens between the rapier and buyback, so doesn't have real time to think about everything. But Marlene is gonna keep poking. It's important that they don't give up any free kills besides Marlene. Oh.
Nice BKB response there. Var gets swapped out. Nicely done by Falcons. They force it out. Doom forward. Nice force staff. Nullifier on Malik. He has a force as well to get him to a safe position. Nice Lincolns there stopping the magic missile. And Malik, he had his BKB. That's 2 BKBs down the drain and the Doom as well. Refresher gonna be used by TA2000. He has an 8-second BKB to work with. Nice dodge on the E-Blade. Jumping in. He's in a lot of trouble. He got stunned up. No save for you. Does have a buyback, however. 100 seconds on the sidelines. You are gonna be forced to use it 100%.
Not for now. I mean, he's trying to keep it. Marlene did use everything, like literally everything, besides another BKB. So if they buy back on Luna, which, as you say, they probably will, they'll have that going for them. I mean, I'm trying to think of PSG Quest ways to win this fight, but there's just so much credibility on the Falcons, and if they keep the discipline, they will get this mega creeps.
Jumping in on the Venge. Hex connects as well. That's a buyback. They just wanted to give the Venge away for the TA2000 buyback, and that is more than worth it.
He was gonna have to buy back anyway, as you say. So, yeah, it looks like they forced it, but you know what they forced? They forced the rapier.
Yeah,
buyback with the rapier is not so, like, huge, so it's whatever. Like, now anyway, he's gonna live only once. But this rapier, I feel like it changes everything.
He's no longer the frontliner, he's the backliner. Corey, Nullify jumping in with the Doom onto the 3 of them. But the thing is, in the backlines, the hoof stumbles on 3 heroes as well. Both of the offlaners finding great initiations, but no fall-offs. And that is not great for Quest. Malik now is going to be trying to run himself away. They're just running into the Doom. You are doomed. Not us. 4 versus 4 scenario. Actually make it 5. Snaking, he still has his illusion to play with.
No buyback on Dome. Does he have a BKB on Luna? That's the most important thing. Yes, you can stun all these people, but you need TA2000 to be in the position to do damage. He has BKB, he has Bushwhack. That's gonna be the main thing to help him dish out the damage. But if he gets caught by one stun, he's gonna die.
Yeah, they're just stacking Lincolns and Lotus Orbs on him, protecting him. He's trying to get those Lucent Beams out, and they do hurt, but it's just not enough, Milan. Reen, Bushwhack connects. The swap is there, snaking. His real hero will be coming back just in time. He has another swap to work with. Goodbye, Raxus. You're dealing with Megas now.
I mean, they kind of accept their fate, you know. They cannot really YOLO to defend the Rex, but... Ooh, he's gonna TP for the Arcane one.
Arcane?
Cute play. 30 seconds for him to come back. I mean, accepting to play against Megas, which is not the end of the road. We are not in 2015 anymore. Mega creeps don't mean the win, but they do give a big advantage. And now it's up to Falcons to show the discipline.
If Quest can maybe force out the glyph somehow, Luna and the Coddle could base race. Like, it is a possibility, but you have to get the glyph down, and I'm not sure how you force it out from Falcons.
This Luna is winning the base race, but I don't think Falcons will allow it.
He's actually putting the butterfly in the backpack.
If they could somehow get like this two-man Doom into a Bushwhack, this Luna will kill these people, but it's just... The Falcons are just spreading out in the fight so nicely, like just only poking with the heroes that need to poke, and it's really leaving a very limited amount of space for Quest to actually do the right play.
Smoke and Invis, two of them hunting. Amar could get caught on the Centaur if he's not careful. But nah, he's too far away. Very nice read of the situation. Rating still staying with the Midas. Sometimes we see people sell it here, but not Skitter. He's gonna be staying with it. That's gonna help you once the 60-minute comes up in tier 5 items that we are very, very likely to see in this game, Milan.
Yes, I think I'm excited for it, but I think that's the main idea of keeping the Midas, actually. That's very underrated. Like, for any tier item, especially, of course, for the tier 5s. With the map state, like, just think, like, what's the approximate value of every tier 5 item? It's around, like, let's say 5k, and the tier 4s are like... let's say, for a point of the argument, it's 5k,
yep.
Tier 4s are, like, 3k, so that will mean, like, a 10k difference for that amount of period when they don't have it. And that might, like, be enough to, like, to siege the high ground and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. Every single hero on the side of Falcons is level 25. I'd say the Hoof Stomp, probably the biggest difference, 0.8 seconds for the Centaur. If he finds that initiation that he found in the previous fight and his teammates are closer, it is gonna be a big deal. Link is broken, Hex does connect. The Doom coming in, Force Staff on Mallory, Nullifier on the Doom, returns the stun there. Wraith Fire Blast will connect on Skitter himself, but that's Doom down the drain. One spell that you do not have. Jumping in, you cannot get the stun off next to the Doom. Malik is being healed up, but his damage is being taken away. Refresher used by the Razor, still coming in. Malik finally drops down. Skitter still has so many lives to work with. The A2000, he does a lot of damage. They need to save him. If he dies right now, the game is over. And the Lucid Beams, they are flying out there from the Eclipse. Nice Illuminate as well. It's time for Quest to run away. They didn't have to buy back on the Doom. No buyback on the Pugna. He used it earlier. That's a dieback and a dieback from the Doom. Malik, what were you thinking? There will be a swap on Omar. 3 heroes without ways of getting back into the game. And with this, we are certain that we are going into a game 3. But unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing those items. The 8,000 just for. We know how this ends when you get surrounded by the enemies.
GG. I mean, at the end, good try from the PSG Quest, but it was too much. They had way too many 4-steps, way too many saves, way too many things to kite this Luna.